Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nabila Kania. I'm from Diploma 3 in Nutritional Science. I will have presentation about genetically modified food. Introduction. Advance in plant biotechnology allow us to identify and modify genes that control specific characteristics. Nowadays, scientists are able to transfer genes from one unrelated organism to another, producing what are now known as genetically modified organisms or transgenic animal or plants. Animal products in this way is called genetically modified food, which is obtained by adding or deleting gene sequence. More technically, genetically engineered food is defined as food products from plants, animals, and microbes, which have had their emergency code modified by selective recognition of specific DNA segments. Next, definition. Genetically modified food are food products from organisms that have had changed into their DNA using the method of genetic engineering as opposed to traditional crossbreeding. In the US, the Department of Agriculture or USDA and the Food and Drug Administration or FDA favor the use of the term genetic engineering or genetic modification as being more precise. The USDA defines genetic modification to include genetic engineering or other more traditional methods. Example, the review of papaya cultivar sunset, which has genetically modified to create the cultivar sun up, which is resistant to papaya spot virus. Next, plums, genetically engineered for resistant to plum pox, a disease carried by aphids. Next, corn, used for food and ethanol, has been genetically modified to tolerate various herbicides and to express a protein from Bacillus thuringiensis or BT that kill certain insects. Next, soybean. Soybean account for half of all genetically modified crop planted in 2014. Genetically modified soybean has been modified to tolerate herbicides and produce healthy oil. Next, livestock and poultry are raised on animal feed. Most of wheat is composed of the leftover from processing crops, including GM crop. For example, approximately 40% of canola seed is oil. Next, genetically modified livestock are organisms from the group of cattle, sheep, pigs, goats, birds, horses, and fish kept for human consumption, whose genetically material or DNA has been altered using genetic engineering techniques. Next, golden rice. Golden rice is the most well-known GM crop that is at increasing nutrition value. It is intended to produce for food to be grown and consumed in area with a shortage of dietary vitamin A. And next, aquaventic salmon is a genetically engineered or GA authentic salmon developed by Aquabonji technology in 1989. Next, data about GM food in the world and in Indonesia. Okay, on the top left is Hunger Map 2014. On the top right, there is the global status of GM food. On the lower left, there are biotic crop countries and mega countries in the year for 2014. Data about GM food in Indonesia. In 2016, more than 2 million tons of genetically modified soybean were imported from the United States for consumption and production of tofu and tempeh. This means that most of the tempeh and tofu relating in the Indonesian market are made from genetically engineered soybean because domestic soybean producing is only 860,000 tons. Next, pros and cons. Benefit. The benefit provided by food genetic engineering are improved the life and organoleptic of the vegetable and fruit, improved nutritional quality and health benefit in food, increase dietary protein and carbohydrate, improve quality, increase quality and quantity of meat, milk, and livestock, increase yield resistance to insect, pest, disease, and richer. Risk. Some of the potential risks that arise from pigeon genetic engineering include change in the nutritional quality of food, potential toxicity, possible antibiotic resistance of GM crop, potential allergen and carcinogenity due to consuming GM food, environmental pollution, accident transfer of gene to wild plant, the possibility of poison creation and new virus. My opinion about GM food, in my opinion, I don't agree with genetically modified food because it is too risky and very controversial in the world, even in Indonesia. And sadly, in Indonesia, not many people know about food produced by genetically modified and animal use in GM experiment. Too many have failed. Although genetically modified food has been widely circulated in the community and consumption, there should still be a lot of testing before it is calculated and consumed. So, genetically modified food. And thank you. Please enjoy the presentation that I am presenting. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.